Hey everyone, Budget Nerd here. Welcome to my channel. We go over networking, computers, drones, all kinds of other tech and stuff like that. So today we're going to be checking out the Snaptain SP510. It's a kind of somewhat advanced beginner drone. It's got GPS, it's got a few things like that, but it's not too pricey. It's on Snaptain's site for about $170. But I found that Walmart has it for $99, so the price may vary. There's a link down below. If it's any good and you want to check out the price, go for it. So we're at a park. We got it setting up right here, so we're going to fly it a little bit, see if it's any good. So let me pause the video real quick and get this camera on my head. Okay, so as far as the controller goes, obviously very plasticky. I think it feels pretty good though. Doesn't feel cheap. These antennas, don't know whether they're real or not. I kind of do like how they will snap down in place like that. Anyway, I do find it very easy to hit the power button when I grab it. Anyway, the joysticks feel pretty good. So you got options to change the speed, take a picture, change the angle of the camera. You can actually move it up and down, take a video. So that's auto takeoff or landing. And let's see. So that's return to home. That you can turn off GPS mode. As far as buttons go, that's about it. But you get a little bit of feedback here to see if it's got GPS signal, if it's, I don't know. It tells you what speed mode you're on, that kind of stuff. So the controller's not too bad. The drone itself, also obviously very plasticky, but it does feel fine. No complaints. The arms are nice and sturdy. No problems there. I thought that might be a camera or something, and maybe for some models it is, but on this one it doesn't do anything. The camera is half 4K, I guess, 2.4 or 2.7K, so not too bad. The only problem is that there's no stabilization, so it might get a little wobbly. The footage may not be always super smooth unless it's not very windy. Right now there's the lightest of light breezes, so I'm not expecting too much of an issue. Anyway, let's see if we can get this guy paired up real quick.
One thing with these Snaptain drones is the pairing process. It's not hard, but you have to remember the steps and which directions to move the joysticks. Plus, when you add in pairing the phone, the steps get long. It's not hard, but it's a lot to remember.
Ready to fly. All right.
One thing to note about this drone is it seems to only be sold in the EU. I learned this late in the game, but it's worth noting. I reached out to the company to verify this, and I never heard back. Sorry everyone else, although I'm sure you can get it on the internet and get one shipped here. Some of the other features this thing boasts are waypoints, points of interest, follow me, gestures, ADI mode, headless mode, and VR mode. Headless mode is great for beginners, but you do have to start the drone in front of you, facing the front away from you, for it to work.
Moves around a tiny bit, but for the price, that's not too bad. Just want to make sure it doesn't start to move around too much or toilet bowl. Before I go too far there, let's make sure we're recording on the drone. Okay, apparently it beeps at you. I don't know if you can hear that. when it's recording, I guess. Kind of annoying. Oh, where's it going? Huh. I wonder why it keeps coming back. Wonder if maybe there's some kind of limit. Distance. Save. Wonder if maybe that's what's causing it. Let's try again. Bring it up. Send it away. Yeah, that must have been it. So apparently that default distance for beginners is not very far. So having the ability to move the camera up and down is actually pretty cool on a drone for this price. I mean, it looks like the camera is not too bad. You're not going to be getting stellar cinematography with this thing, but it's not too shabby. Compass interference, huh? Well, let's see how high. Okay, well, not too bad. So I think the battery on this is about maybe 16 minutes. So let's try one of these flight modes if we can. So how about looks like it's not going to do it because alright, so it's moving around a little bit. It's complaining about the compass. Let's take it back down and recalibrate it. Yep, we'll rotate it like this. Tell the blue light to stop blinking, okay? And we'll rotate it like this until those stop. Okay. So we'll see if it behaves. Let's set it down right here because we'll see if it can return home here. Right next to that. Alright, let's record, send it out that way. Send it out. Don't want to get too crazy with it. Okay, let's send it home and see how it does. Whoa! It's coming in hot. A little squirrely. Okay, rotates that way. Coming down.
This particular landing was super close. However, it would usually return within 2 to 6 feet of its takeoff spot, which is good enough for a drone like this.
Okay. I'd say about 6 feet off. Not great, but hey, I mean, it'll work. As long as all these beeps. I mean, if it runs out of battery or if it loses signal, I mean, it's certainly going to come back to you. But anyway, So let's fly it around just a little bit more. One thing I don't like about this app and some of these more inexpensive apps is all these icons on the screen. They're so hieroglyphic. So this is on its fastest mode, level 3. It's not too bad. Certainly not the fastest drone I've flown. No more complaints about the compass though, so that's good.
The takeaway for this little drone is it's not particularly amazing at anything, but it does well at most everything. It held its place well, but it did move around a tiny bit. It's not the fastest, but it's fast enough to have fun. Its camera isn't amazing, but it's not too bad as long as you get the right lighting. With the added plus of being able to record to a micro SD card, the app totally works, and battery life was okay. If you're interested, we can quickly go over what you get in the box. First of all, the box is shiny and appeals to the primal man that is inside of me. Inside there is a box of extra blades, screws, and a screwdriver. You get a USB cable and the controller, which is not too bad. But I do like the joysticks, they feel pretty good. Last is the drone, and it feels decent. For $170, it's a decent option, but if you can find it for less than even $100, then it's a pretty good buy. Since the only issue I really had with it was the compass warnings, along with the abnormal flight that came with it, which was fixed with another calibration, it seems like a fun little drone and a great one to learn on. Just don't expect the camera to blow you away. If you're interested, there are links below. Thanks for watching.